So we have a 1989 Conquest TSI here. This was the last year these were made. For those who are fans of these cars will know that. This one has the SHP package, the special handling package, which has adjustable struts, I believe up front, maybe front and back, but front for sure. It has the optional wider wheels up front, 8-inch up front, 9 in the rear. It has a sunroof option, and it's a manual. I'm not sure if all of them came manual, and it's black on black. So all of that put together, I believe, makes it a pretty rare combo, and also the fact that it's the last year made. Good client of mine brought this in. He's had this for a while, I believe. At one point, after already owning it, he sold it to someone, and then bought it back later. Unfortunately, the person that he had sold it to must have brought it somewhere to get detailed. As you can tell here, you see the paint got burned there, right here on the edge of the bumper. I'm not sure if you can tell right there. It got burned, and several other spots. So my client had some mechanical work done to it. I believe the engine was pulled, rebuilt, etc. And now that he brought it in for me, or to me, to do a proper paint correction. But we're dealing with mostly original 89 paint, except for 2 panels that I could tell that have been repainted. This is all single stage paint. I had to take extra caution. You're talking not only single stage, but paint after all that time, quite thin. We removed some dents as well. Some PDR work was done. You can tell the interior is in really good condition as well. You got the original stereo. The interior is all fairly good condition, not perfect, but at least nothing has been replaced, and it's to be expected for leather not to be perfect. I mean, the car was driven after all. So like I said, PDR was done. We did the ceramic coating after the paint correction was done. He briefly thought about maybe repainting the front and rear bumper, but in the end, not to take any risk of perhaps breaking some clips, he decided to leave it all original. I mean, there's plenty of rock chips, as you can tell here at the front. After all these years of being driven, plenty of rock chips. This is another spot where the other detail shop burned through the paint. It's quite evident that that shop must have just used huge pads on a rotary, because I could tell that everywhere where they were working on the panel and that pad must have gotten too close to other panels is where they burned through it. You can tell here, that was burned through, and then up against there, right there, also burned. So, he knows it's not perfect, but I'm sure he'll be quite happy with the overall results. I did send the pictures and updated videos, but again, to recap, mostly original 89 Conquest TSI, SHP package, black on black, 2.6 fuel injected turbo. Again, I'm not sure if all of these came with the same specs, but those are the specs for this particular car.